Launch of the Ferrari SF23. Are we excited, guys? Are we excited? We're just 10 minutes away from the launch now. Are we going to see anything in particularly special this morning? I'm not sure. Are we going to see a continuation of these sort of dipped out, curved side pods? Are we going to see Ferrari show their hand and go the Red Bull direction? I'm very curious about this. If they do, I've just been looking at some pictures of the 2022 Ferrari car because I'd not seen it since last year, and refreshing my memory. And indeed, the side pod did used to dip towards the rear, but nowhere near as aggressively as the Red Bull and the Alpine and other cars like that. So it's going to be super interesting to see if they do show their hand, if anything is particularly different. Do you think we're going to see something different? Let's put this to vote. Let's put this to a poll. Do we think the side pods will change? Because that's really the thing that we see, isn't it? That we've been seeing the change in those. I think if we see Ferrari go to the sort of downwash, really aggressive downwash direction, I think it really starts to show that is the way to go. That what Red Bull did last season. And while different teams might be talking about it not being the main thing, then maybe it is one of the things to condition that air down towards the rear of the car, you know? Good morning, John and Gled and Keith. Thank you to those of you who were here earlier for the morning news show. You can go and watch that after this stream if you missed it, guys. And as you can see, different things are planned. So do get involved and subscribe down below. We did hit 650 subscribers while I was off air between the two streams. Make sure you smash in that like button as well. So we do have a few different things scheduled. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., we're going to have the Mercedes launch in place of the morning news show. So we'll know what the Mercedes looks like tomorrow. And then Thursday night, 7:45, we will have the Alpine launch as well. And we're going to try, I think we're going to try and have Harry and John here as well. But I'm hopeful we can get that sorted. I'm really hopeful we can get that sorted. I'm going to have to figure out a few things, but I'm hoping we can get that sorted and have all three of us here talking about it, which would be very, very nice indeed. Now, we've just got a few minutes until the start of the broadcast. As soon as I see it, you will see it, guys, literally with a moment's delay. So please do hang around. We've just got a couple of minutes to go and we'll be good to go. It's 50-50 on the poll at the minute. Do you think the side pods will change? Usually the delay is literally seconds, guys. So if you hang around, you're all good. You're all good. You'll be seeing the Ferrari basically as everyone else is seeing it. But we can have a chat about it, can't we? We can have a chat about it. I have a feeling quite a lot of people are at work right now. I'm in fact not doing my day job so that I can cover this Ferrari launch. And I'm excited because it's one of the big boys, right? It's one of the big boys. And we are starting to go live here. And here we go. 5 minutes to go, sports fans. 5 minutes to go. Now, usually Ferrari have quite a lot of pomp and ceremony, don't they? So do you think we're going to see a lot of that kind of stuff going on at the beginning? I don't know. How you doing, Craig? I hope you're well. Hopefully we will get fairly straight into it. It's my understanding the AlphaTauri was basically immediate, but I haven't actually looked it up yet. The AlphaTauri and the Red Bull ones I missed, unfortunately. Though it doesn't sound unfortunate that I missed the Red Bull one. I hear it was a long and drawn-out affair. I've been quite happy with the reveals so far this season, quite honestly. I think Aston Martin's was a good mix of chatting to important people and seeing the car. The same with McLaren. you know, you just want a little cheeky half an hour to have a look at the car, don't you? Have a little bit of a chat about it and see what's going on. Just to remind you as well, testing starts a week on Thursday. Is it Wednesday today? I think, is it Tuesday? A week on Thursday, testing starts in Bahrain. And I'm unsure of the format of how I'm going to cover it, but I'm thinking we might do the morning news show and then a lunchtime testing recap and an evening testing recap stream. Just maybe, or I might do it as videos. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. We'll see how it goes and what we can do. How you doing, Charlie? Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Please do remember to smash that like button and get involved. Getting involved with the chat, guys. The more you guys chat, the more you guys hit that like button, the bigger and faster this channel will grow, and I really appreciate your support because, yeah, I think it's growing, and I think it's a good thing. McLaren and Williams were how launches should be. Quick build up, see the car, then down the pub. Job done. Agreed. What do we think? Will it be an AlphaTauri launch or a Red Bull drawn-out launch? I mean, Ferrari normally have a bit of pomp and ceremony going on because it's Ferrari, but they might surprise me. We might get an immediate launch, or they might have condensed it down. I've no idea, honestly. But in my head, in previous Ferrari launches, you do get a little bit of cringy chatter and stuff like that. But we'll see. Red Bull was soul destroying how long it was. I'm kind of glad that I didn't cover that. I feel like I'd have been sat here really struggling for stuff to say. It's hard enough to talk for about 15 minutes before one starts. So to have sat there for like 45 minutes, I can't remember what I was doing. But Paris was messaging me saying about how long it was taking. Yeah, they're having a lot of stuff done there. They're having a lot of stuff done at the factory. It will be very Italian, a lot of waffle. Yeah, it has been previously. There was one actually just before COVID when we started the Sausage Curb. Me, John, and Harry were all sat together recording a podcast for the Ferrari launch one evening, and it took ages, didn't it? From memory, John, it took absolutely ages for them to do it. And I think for the Alpine launch, we're going to try it so that both of the lads are here for the launch. I'm hopeful that we can get that sorted. I don't see why not. The audio seems to be the biggest challenge at the minute off the top of my head on how to get that sorted for the lads being here. That when we made our immense pre-COVID prediction, yeah. Did we get everything right or wrong? I can't remember. We definitely need a Rich, Harry, and John prediction show, which we'll probably have to get to recording sometime very soon. We'll probably do it off stream and do it as a video. You were less wrong than me and Harry. Yeah, well, yeah. Thereas you'll get more things right about British touring cars. It's the way it goes. But I'd like to do a prediction show soon with John and Harry. It'd be good if we could, I know we're organising, well, I'm saying this live now, but it'd be good if we could sort that before testing starts. Why is that doing that with my green screen? What are you doing? Don't know what you're doing. But here we go. Less than a minute to go, guys. Less than a minute to go. I bet the launches have to get taken out the budget. Definitely has been less elaborate than, well, I don't know. I don't know if marketing is within the cost cap. What is going on up here? I don't even know. I don't know why that's doing that. But here we go. 30 seconds to go. Who's excited? Do we think the side pods will change? 60% of people saying no. They don't think that the side pods will change. 20 seconds to go. Yeah, you've got about a 3-second delay. It's funny, Aston Martin are causing a stir. Some say 7th this year, for some 4th. I mean, I don't know about causing a stir. It's just obvious, right? They should be. Because to coffee for the workers. Here we go. I've given it some volume. I'm sorry about the green screen. I do not know why it's doing that, quite honestly. It's annoying me. There you go. Fiorano. Do love a little bit of Ferrari. Go on, Ferrari. God, they're brilliant. They are brilliant.
Benvenuti a Maranello, benvenuti nel cuore della passione Ferrari. Siamo sulla pista di Fiorano. Welcome to Maranello on the Fiorano track, the beating heart of Ferrari. Ma non sono solo a celebrare oggi qui l'arrivo e la presentazione della nuova monoposto di Formula 1. Con me tutto l'entusiasmo dei nostri tifosi.
I didn't expect that.
Dopo 2 anni di presentazioni a distanza, finalmente siamo qui a celebrare l'arrivo della nuova macchina e far sentire a tutta Ferrari, a tutta la scuderia, la Ferrari, che la circonda, tutto quello che vuol dire per noi. After 2 years of launches for the new Formula 1 car behind closed doors, we are finally all here in the flesh to let hear and feel the entire Scuderia, all the passion and what does it mean.
Wait, are they going to drive?
Everyone.
They're not going to drive the car. Wait, are they going to reveal it by driving it?
But all these guys are just a tiny slice of the huge global audience that is watching from all around the world on TV or via streaming channels. Hello to everyone. Benvenuti a Maranello.
Are they going? They're at Fiorano.
Let me introduce you. Another host who is sharing.
Imagine if they drive it. Just drive it in front of that stand, and that's.
Amy Buckley.
Sharing this day with you. I mean, che passione, eh? This is the famosi Tiffosi in real life. So, buongiorno. As you know, this is being broadcast live across all our channels. But actually, I'm also here to be giving you some exclusive backstage access to the launch on the Scuderia Ferrari app. Hang on. Scuderia Ferrari.
Right.
That's a little bit better. Okay, so that's where you can keep up to date with everything to do with the Scuderia. Charles and Carlos are on it. The whole team, in fact, La Familia Ferrari. So, of course, we want you to be there too. And how do you get it? You just need to search for Scuderia Ferrari, wherever that you usually download your apps.
I don't know what she's talking. What?
See more on it even later today.
And I've already
downloaded
the app. I'm just
Buongiorno.
and looking forward to all the special content that will be shown in the app. But you know, and you can feel it here now.
I really want them to drive the car up. Are they going to drive the car up?
La Familia Ferrari. And I would like now to introduce another long-time member of the family of Familia Ferrari. Over to you now, Marc Genet.
Thanks.
Marc Genet was that?
Thanks, Zoran. Ciao a tutti. It's great to hear the crowd.
Ciao tutti. What does tutti mean?
I'm very happy and excited to be part of such a fantastic event. I am located now at Piazza Michael Schumacher in front of a very special place that has been the part of the history of Ferrari. In this house, Enzo Ferrari was having a very close look of all his cars when they were being tested at Fiorano, and also his office, which still stays the same as when he used to be here. From here, he watched also all the Formula 1 Grand Prix. But I'll be back to you later on with some very special guests. Now the line to you, Jordan.
Thanks, Mark.
Tutti.
We'll back to you later, but now, you know, there are 2 really important people coming here on stage. Sapete di chi sto parlando? Sapete chi sta arrivando?
Buongiorno.
Oh, would you like me to be honest? Well, ragazzi, oggi è San Valentino. Facciamo sentire tutto il nostro amore a Carlos Sainz.
There's big Carlos.
And Charles Leclerc.
And Charles Leclerc. But they're not driving the car up, so maybe that isn't what's going to happen. Well, they can't really do that. I had this whole vision in my head that they were going to drive. One of them was going to drive up the car and they were going to get out and start talking, which would have been awesome.
E adesso un'ovazione, un applauso anche per Charles Leclerc.
Did they just cock up a little bit? Donut probably wouldn't happen at this stage, to be fair. Mate, buongiorno.
It's easier to stop on the grid. Ciao. Ciao. Okay, finally we are with Carlos and Charles.
I mean, that's a brilliant reaction, isn't it? Now, Carlos, this is actually your first launch with an audience since you joined Ferrari.
Yeah, because of COVID.
What's it like having the reaction
Because
like
of COVID, right? He didn't get proper launches.
I think I'm
Looks like they've raided the merch store.
It's amazing. I mean, to have this scenery, you know, to be able to present the car here in Maranello in a circuit like Ferrano with the history it has, with 500 Tiffosi in the grandstand. I think Ferrari is the only team in F1 right now that has this atmosphere going on, no? And I love it.
Ferrari really are different, aren't they?
Most special days as a racing driver presenting a car.
People like to take the piss, but they are different.
So happy, and of course me getting
from every other team, Ferrari are.
Fantastic. Well, we're very happy to have you, aren't we? Siamo felici, no?
Charles, you've met already Tiffosi during our one unveiling before, but it's always so special to be here with them.
It is extremely special. I mean, every time we come to Italy, there's so much passion, and whenever we come to
67% of you think
it's always incredible to see. So
don't think the side pods will change. Let's get another one.
So much passion again. So and as Carlos said, this is only for our team, for Ferrari. It doesn't exist anywhere else, and that's what makes it very, very special. And Fiorano is also a very special place to do a car reveal. It's never been done since I am in Ferrari, at least. So it's.
They've already
it's
said
good.
it'll be red.
I'm really happy to be
I want
here
them to do a yellow one,
so
but
many,
yeah.
Tiffosi here.
There you go. You've got another. I mean, that is worded badly, but do you think Ferrari will win the driver's title? You know what I mean? A Ferrari driver.
There's a lot of love today.
There's a poll in the chat now. Do you think a Ferrari driver will win the title?
Last season ended in November. So what have you been up to over this long winter break? A little bit of hibernating?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a long winter for us because we've never finished the season as early as November. So we had a full December to obviously get to debrief the year, go a bit on holiday, but immediately at 1st of January, my body was asking to go racing again, you know. And
yeah, I'm doing it 2023. We'll be doing a season prediction video. Hopefully we can get that done soon. Jason,
training,
welcome.
Time with my engineers. We actually did a test here in Ferrano in an old car. So yeah, I think we are as prepared as we can be and as fully charged up as we can be for this year.
Well, that's what we like to hear. And Charles, how have you spent the time?
Yeah, loads of preparation for the new season with a new car at the simulator. Spent a lot of time in the Dolomites in Italy for training. So training quite hard. Dolomites is beautiful. I absolutely love it. So was a good training weeks. I did 2 weeks there. And then back in Maranello with a lot of simulator work on the new car. As Carlos said, we also did 1 day in the 21 car, which was good.
I reported them doing a test at Fiorano in the old car. This was 2 weeks ago.
So much work in this new project, like every year, to finally see the full car mounted is always a special feeling.
Fantastic.
And yeah.
They're excited about that.
Who do you think is going to win the title, Jason?
And Carlos,
I can't wait to do this. We need to get it done before.
Stai diventando sempre più italiano.
Yeah.
There is something typical Italian that you're doing now, but it's in your habits now.
I mean, first of all, being Spanish, you're already very close to Italian culture, no? So coming to live here, really, I felt at home straight away. Like it felt like I was nearly Italian already.
Russell?
One thing I cannot avoid, and I'm pushing as much as possible to avoid now because I need to lose a kilo before the first race, is the antipasti. Whenever they bring the bread with all the
Tell me you don't watch Formula One.
I try to eat one plate, only my main course, but then they bring always, when I go to Montana, Cavallino, the antipasti, and I cannot avoid it. And but yeah, I have to this next couple of weeks.
I know the feeling, by the way. I think we can all relate to that. Now then, Charles, you know, the season is almost upon us. Just 10
Lewis
days now
beats George all day, every day.
And
all day, every day.
How much are you keen to get this season underway now, this championship underway?
I can't wait. I can't wait. I mean, 2022 was a good step forward compared to the two difficult years that was 2020 and
should have just given me the money, Jason.
But we finished second in the Constructors' Championship and also finished second in the Drivers' Championship. So I'm really, really looking forward to this new car. I think we've done a great job working on it.
And, right, the poll, 94% of you don't think Ferrari will win.
Hopefully it will be
right, I've got another quick one.
The goal is to win.
I've got another quick one.
The feeling of winning is what motivates me, is what motivates me, motivates all the team too. So I'm really looking forward to get back in the car and hopefully try and win that championship.
Good. We like the
There's a new poll in the chat for you. It'll last until we get the car showing, but a new poll in the chat for you.
Carlos, Charles, who will be the fastest of you guys? Of you two, between you two?
It's normally pretty tight, but I will always try and be faster. He will always try and be faster. Even whatever we do, we get a car, Ferrari road car, and we do a lap at Fiorano. We are always, you know, trying to time ourselves. It's the good thing, you know, being competitive, but also being respectful.
Bet the house as a result and place 10 shiny pound coins on him to win.
Like we've done all these, how many years together now? 2? This is our third one.
2012.
Huge odds for Russell to win a title.
So yeah, we enjoy it, and I think it's thereabouts.
I mean, it could be a genius call, Jason. I just don't see how that happens.
Push each other until the end, for sure.
And this is Ferrari.
Yes, Forza Ferrari, sempre.
Sempre.
All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, and thank you to our Tiffosi. I'll be seeing you a bit later, so I'm going to leave things with Zoran, and if Charles, Carlos, you come with me.
Thank you to you, Annie.
Grazie, ragazzi. Grazie a tutti.
Grazie.
I loved how this started. It was so. I said before we even started, didn't I? I said before we even started, Ferrari are all about the pomp and ceremony. And it was the perfect beginning, wasn't it, really?
There's an incredible passion, incredible amount of energy here on the grandstand, on the Fiorano track here in the deep heart of Maranello.
Maybe they are going to drive it in front of the stand. It's a cool backdrop, isn't it? It's like a bit of a emerging.
Thanks, Zoran. Yes, thank you, Fred, for being here with us, our team principal of Scuderia Ferrari. We could see that the drivers have a very good relationship, but
new boss,
question to you.
Fred.
Who do you think is going to be the first one to win a Grand Prix this year?
Honestly, I don't care. That the most important is to have a Ferrari first, and that this is the target of all the team, and that for sure that we will push for both drivers.
Were Ferrari right to sack Binotto? Yes, 56% of people said. Okay.
Of course. And, well, this is your first launch
another
Ferrari
one
as Scuderia Ferrari's team principal. How's it going so far?
So far it's intense, as you can imagine, that you can feel the responsibility for the team. It's a great honor, but at the end of the day, I think the most important is to be successful, that we will have
another poll. I'm flying with the polls this morning, guys. I'm flying with the polls this morning.
At Ferrari, the most important is to win, and the challenge is in front of us.
Later on, we're going to see the car briefly, but of course, the car launch is the consequence of so many hours for everybody working at Maranello. What would you say to them?
Yeah, it's always emotional for a team to do the launch, that you know that we put so much effort. Honestly, not myself. I joined too late, and
it's curious, isn't it?
It's
very curious.
One, but I can perfectly.
That logic doesn't work for me, guys. That logic doesn't work for me. So 56% of people.
The car will move to the race team. But it's a great feeling that to be. It's like when you are back on track. It's like when you are back at school.
Don't know who Chris Medland is.
I can feel that everybody is very proud of the job.
56% of people thought they were right to sack Binotto for getting second in both championships, but 94% of people don't think they should sack Fred if they get second in both championships. Why do you all hate Binotto? What did Binotto do to you? He got second in both championships and you wanted him sacked, but you don't want Fred sacked.
You know, where everybody's watching you.
People be people.
This also is a good feeling.
People be people.
Launch of the other teams.
People be people.
A bit virtual or online, and I don't want to speak about the others. But I'm more
second is
proud
second.
To do something like this with all the Tifosi around the track. With
the history books won't look at the circumstances.
Really big events, and for us, it's the best way to start the season.
And
nobody will remember in 10 years.
I heard that you are learning Italian. How is it going along?
It's a challenge.
It's a bigger challenge, that one.
L'anno prossimo parlerò italiano per intervista.
Ottimo. So I take your word for that. And Fred, now I also want to hear what the SF23 has to say, if it has something to say about today.
Yeah, for sure that we have to
went too early, needed another year to see. Yeah, I'm in that camp. I feel like Binotto should have had another year. I truly do. Please do smash that like button, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's interesting, though, Keith, that if Fred got exactly the same finishing result, most people think he shouldn't get sacked. It's interesting. Are they going to drive it up? Didn't he, Bash? He still came second in both championships.
The sound of the engine and
they wouldn't have won it anyway.
The heart
they didn't have enough to beat Red Bull.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, sure. And you know, when you start the engine for the first time, we did the fire up last week. It's a huge emotion into the factory. And today, to start the engine on track, I think everybody can feel this tension. And it's for sure it's a great event. But now we have also to be
those Ferraris are beautiful, aren't they? Look at them.
And let's wait for the drivers now. I think they have to come back to us, and let's do the next step.
Talking about the car, the drivers will come at any moment.
I think they have gone to get in the car.
I know there's been some work done.
That'd be mint if they drive in with the car.
Reliability. Yeah? What kind of job did the engine division do this winter?
Well, you know, the regulation is crystal clear that we have to. The engine is almost frozen. That we just can change something for reliability topic. Last year, it's not a secret that it was not the best aspect of the engine, but we did a good job at the factory.
Williams, Ian.
I think that now we are ready for the season.
If they drive in, you're buying a Ferrari top. I bought a Ferrari top yesterday.
I think that last year that the window for the engine was very small.
They didn't bash at all. I think anyone realistically looking at last year's championship,
in a good place.
Ferrari weren't in it.
We're going to have now just a few days before the car will be in Bahrain. Only 3 days of testing. That's very little. I guess, well, the team is going to go to Bahrain
I've got
very shortly,
an Aston Martin top, a Ferrari top, an Alpine top, and a McLaren top on the way.
As you said, that 3 days, it's
got the sale last night.
And it's nothing in the other end because you have two drivers. It's 1 day and a half each. They did some training, but nothing can replace the real car and the real session. They also will have the pressure of the results. It means that it will be a complete different game, but I'm sure that they will be ready. And we will have to cover all the aspects of the car in 3 days, but I think it will be okay.
Good. Well, we have drivers that were very fast from the Tiffosi grandstand to here.
Maybe they haven't gone to get in the car.
Hola, Carlos. So I think we have everything. We have our team principal. We have our two drivers, Charles, Carlos. But is anything missing?
It was £15 for the Ferrari top.
No, of course. Now this is the moment we have all been waiting for. No? The car is missing. Yes, the car is missing. So, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we all have been waiting for.
Exactly. They're on sale, mate. I got all 4 tops. I think 4 tops was £60, which is a bargain, isn't it? It is. Oh, here we go. Is it? Yeah, that was £60 on its own. I got 4 tops for that. Bargains, mate. Here we go. The side pods look big under that sheet. I think that. Is that it? That ain't all we're getting, is it? They have not. That's last year. Yes, Ferrari. Like, I hope this is actually the car, because they've not. They've stuck with what they were doing last season. Those side pods, a little bit downwashed, but not really, really aggressive like we see on every other car. Ferrari clearly at this point, unless they're playing like a bluff, they're clearly on board with like, no, we know that our... Yeah, definitely, John. To me, this shows that Ferrari are happy with what they've done. If anything, they are more... yeah, evolution rather than revolution. I mean, look, that's a beautiful F1 car. And to me, I said this last season that I felt like the Ferrari was one of the most beautiful Formula 1 cars I've ever seen. I know people disagree with me. Everyone was going on about the Red Bull, but for me, it was all about the Ferrari and how the Ferrari looked. It just looked an incredible F1 car.
You can feel the energy. Ragazzi, facciamo sentire la nostra passione.
Going tutti. They're going mad.
E per I piloti, Carlos! Charles! Scuderia! It's all
They're
about
brilliant, aren't they?
passion
They
and
are
energy here in
brilliant,
Maranello.
mate.
But
They are
Councillor Mark,
brilliant.
I think it's over to you again because you have a big surprise for us, right?
What's the
Yes,
surprise?
of course. I cannot wait, and I'm sure everybody cannot wait to see the car on track. And I have a huge,
Ferrari.
huge surprise for all of you, because
Oh,
here
what
behind
a
this
treat,
door,
what a
at
treat.
that moment, the mechanics are preparing the SF23.
What a
And for the
treat.
first time,
We're gonna see the car on
will
track.
hit the track. And that is something that you never get to see. So that's very, very special.
Go on, Ferrari.
Ragazzi, avete sentito? La vedremo, sta per arrivare la nuova Ferrari.
Reveal win. Reveal. Reveal of
C'è energia qua, it's full
reveals.
of energy, big expectation. But now, Mark, raccontaci.
Yes, but there is, of course, I have one question, and it is, we have one car, two drivers, but as you know, a Formula 1 car is a single-seater, so only one can drive the car. And to answer you that question, yesterday, that's what we did.
John's like, bollocks, I've got to go spend money on a top.
We want to drive the car first.
The first one drives 2 laps. The second one drives 3 laps.
What do you prefer?
Make sure you hit that like button, guys.
We can find the solution. What's the solution?
Here it is.
If it's like this, it's Charles,
Clear.
Carlos,
16, 55.
myself.
Go for it.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, lands on its side. Fred jumps in the car. Can you imagine?
Who drives first? Yes!
But 2 laps.
I get to that. But I won't stop. I'll just do the 5 laps.
Yeah, exactly, Gled. They must be doing their promotional stuff now. Yeah, at Fiorano.
Charles Leclerc will be the one who will...
Not really, Jonathan. They're just, I think they must be choosing to do their promotional material at Fiorano, and they've just done it with their launch. We've already seen Williams at Silverstone running. We've seen Red Bull at Silverstone running. We've seen Alfa Romeo at Barcelona running. So this is very cool, though. I like how they've done it with the launch. I do like how they've done it with the launch. Oh, look! The Bergamo Bullet, or whatever you call him, John. It's your mate. It's Giovinazzi. The one nobody thinks is any good but John.
And from the Ferrari Driver Academy, Maya Fuch and Aurelia Nobles.
Sorry, John. I have to say it every time.
Ferrari and Scuderia, a big family, and now we have the occasion to stay a little bit on stage with you, but ladies first. Maya, you are the first girl to join the academy. How is this adventure going so far?
Well, it's my 3rd year now, and it's been a great journey so far for me. Last 2 years in Formula 4 have been great. I've learned a lot, and now making up the step to Formula Regional European Championship. So I'm really looking forward to get back.
And I'm told you share a FDA house with 2 roommates, so James Walton and Dino Beganovic. Which one is more messy?
That's a difficult question. But yeah, they're not here today. Dino and James and the other FDA drivers, they're all in Dubai and Abu Dhabi and Bahrain racing. So they're probably watching it live. So just say hi to them, and we'll see them soon.
Right, and Antonio, now you're
right, I see what you're saying, Jonathan.
The car was launched in Fiorano, and how does it feel like?
Sì, buongiorno, intanto volevo risalutare.
Oh, look at him! He's the smooth operator, isn't he?
È a casa che ci seguono, sono sempre, secondo me, i numeri 1 i nostri tifosi, quindi un ringraziamento va a loro.
Both going to drive it. Leclerc's driving it first, and then for 2 laps, and then Sainz gets 3. But I think we get to see the 2 laps on the launch, and then 3 laps probably for Sainz. Because the limited running, aren't they? This is the thing for the promotional stuff, the limited running.
That's true. There's the big passion, the beating heart of Ferrari. And finally,
they love him, don't they, John?
This year you're stepping
it's a shame he's shite.
The reserve driver and maybe attending many Grand Prix. What is the emotion, your expectation, your feeling?
Well, first of all, ciao ragazzi, ciao tifosi.
My word. Yeah. Look, John's been saying it forever. If it ever happens, unbelievable.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's the best feeling ever. Con qualcuno di voi ci siamo già visti ai test a gennaio quando ho fatto. Sì, un gran saluto a voi. Yeah, coming back, yes, new role, new challenge. It's very interesting. There is a lot of new things coming, so I'm going to be traveling with the team this year. Obviously, same work, very important. And
yeah, I think he's driving in WEC now, isn't he? He's the hypercar driver now, really Giovinazzi. I think he's the official hypercar driver.
Thank you. Thank you. Come on.
We are looking forward to this thing, to this season, to this new single-seater, of course, the SF23. Now I'm curious, I think you guys are curious also, how will be, how will look, but tell me, okay, you're part of the game also.
I feel like he was quite average in it.
It's the first time, today is the first time to...
now he's coming out with all the caveats. I didn't say that he would be F1 world champion, did I?
Last year we developed the car, but yeah, it will be the first time in the track, so it's the main things to see how it is, and then next week we will be in Bahrain, so hopefully, you know, can be a good car and a fast car.
And how emotional are you as well today?
He's very Italian, isn't he?
I say before, for me, it's always emotional to be here in Fiorano. You know, I remember the first time in 2017, I drove the F1 car, the Ferrari F1 car here in Fiorano, and I was the first time in my launch here in 2017. Now I'm again here, and you know, it's always to use this logo, this cavallino. No, Ferrari is always special. It's been special since.
Do you think it's one of those situations where they want him to do well, John?
So yeah,
you know, being how he is.
You know, can't wait to see the new car.
Do you think it's a case of they want him to deliver so badly, so he's a fan's favourite?
Let's see.
Right, but
because it's the dream, right? An Italian delivering in a Ferrari.
Yeah, the Ferrari Driver Academy, and that's already a honor. And also wearing this jacket with the Cavallino Rampante is something really emotional. But I think you dream big. Every one of you dream big. What your dreams are?
Well, I mean, it's just an amazing feeling to be part of the Ferrari family, and it's already my 3rd year, as I said. But my dream has always been Formula 1, as I was from a little girl, so that's still my dream, and it's getting closer and closer, and being here is just amazing.
Okay,
I do hope, just on a different thing, I hope
Why? Because
soon.
I've been told we're nearly
I think within the next
so
5 to 10 years,
guys.
I hope within the next 5 to 10 years we see a female break through into a Formula One drive. I hope. I actually do. And I think it's realistic, 5 to 10 years. Here we go. Buongiorno.
Here I am with Mark and Carlos. We have Charles in the car. Now, Carlos, how impatient are you to get out there? It's your turn later.
Here we go.
I am. It's my turn later, but for the moment, I'm going to let Charles do the first couple of laps. But yeah, it's a special day. It's a special moment now. It's always when you are the most nervous, I guess, but in a good way. You're excited. So yeah,
that garage is iconic.
Well, guys, you can
within
follow
Formula One.
Carlos if you're on the Scuderia Ferrari app.
This is what a car launch should be,
Mark,
John.
I mean, you know,
agreed.
You guys know this track
I think,
so well.
look,
what kind of emotions
from what I've heard,
the drivers' heads.
This isn't a
what do you
dig.
think,
From what I've
Carlos,
heard,
at that moment, which are the things that you want to...
From what I've heard, the Red Bull launch is exactly what a car launch shouldn't be. And from what I've seen, this is what a car launch should be. They are launching the car. They're launching the car.
First of all, and second, now you're just making sure you do.
It's not like a complete marketing thing. You know, it's not something crazy.
You feel a bit the tires, you put the car
we're launching a car for the new season. Like, isn't this a bit wrong? Isn't it a little bit wrong that we're blown away by the fact that a car launch is showing the car driving?
It's going to happen already.
And
you know what I mean?
You know, Charles,
why is this so amazing? But it
is. Right now.
He's going like as soon as the car and everything is more or less warm, he's gonna push. That's our nature.
Off he goes.
And off he's gonna go.
Imagine if he bins it.
A little bit out of
like
it.
People are on about the engine, but imagine if he bins it.
Later we meet with the engineers and we give them
Bash, they last season what they did, it was immediately after the launch they did it, but they didn't do it as part of the launch. Bash, it was this, but they didn't show it. So they literally did the launch at Silverstone and then rolled the car out of the garage and drove it, but they didn't show it.
So
and you're going to see the Tiffosi out there as well.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it's very similar, but I don't think we'll see it like this. They'll have to plan it, right?
At the same time, waving at the fans. I'm going to have a lot of work to do, but it's going to be good fun.
And now talk to us a bit more also about Maranello. It's actually my first time here. It's such a special place to be in Ferrari land. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, it's amazing, especially walking through the Michael Schumacher Piazza, the going into Enzo Ferrari's house.
That garage, though, guys, you can look back through the history of Ferrari and the amount of drivers that have been in there launching cars or going on tests. You think of the history of Ferrari and who's been in there testing. You know, in the days of Schumacher, that was basically his second home. It's mad.
A great day.
We see, Carlos, I mean, there's quite a lot of people already. Would they be some of you? It's a mix of your mechanics, Charles mechanics. Which type of people are now preparing the car?
It's a normal crew, the crew that will be in Bahrain. Today, as you said, we have a mix of people trying to get everyone to know the car, the systems, all the little details of the car. No, today's already a day where we start learning things from the car, so it's important to have the full team fully focused, fully ready. Obviously, yes, it's 15 kilometers, but it's important 15 kilometers to get our first taste and everyone, drivers, engineers, mechanics, ready.
Imi, I hear, and I have even another surprise, that we can't even go into the team radio. So the car is being about to...
Here we go, it's getting fired up. But sorry, I got lost as an F1 fan there. I forgot I was streaming. I was just watching and listening. I love this. I love Formula One. I'm not even a Ferrari fan, and I'm like massively excited. This must be awesome for Ferrari fans. So good. What a launch. Best launch I've seen. I think this is the best launch I've seen. Full stop, not just this season. Perfect. Those fans in the stand there, perfect. Singing the national anthem at the beginning, perfect. Football style chants, perfect. Passion, perfect. Fantastic. Honestly, perfect. This is how you do it. GG's Ferrari. Well done. Well done, Ferrari. This is what fans want. I like it. So Ferrari fan, there it is, look, straight out, no messing about. I'll turn it up. There you go, guys. I'm turning it right up. I don't know how loud it's going to be for you. Top of the screen, he's coming round now. There he is. Think of all the laps that have been done at this track and the drivers that have done them. Give it some beans, lad. He's giving it some beans, isn't he? That is a beautiful Formula One car. It's the best looking car launch so far by a long way. For me, though, I just love how it looked last season. It's fairly similar in looks right now. That is a beautiful Formula One car.
How was the car? You like it?
Hello, mate. Can I do one more lap?
No. Box. It's my turn. It's my turn.
Yeah. It feels good. I think we are starting well because I'm pretty sure we are the fastest on track, so that's a good sign already. But everything feels good, mate.
Your P1 for the moment.
Oh, this is brilliant. What a launch. What a launch. Fantastic. Brilliant from Ferrari, this. Absolutely brilliant. You don't have to be a Ferrari fan, but that is brilliant. Fantastic.
Wow. You know, this is something, I tell you, you never see it from any team, so I'm very happy that Ferrari there to
brilliant. Honestly, Ferrari are the last team I would have expected to have done that. Honestly.
That was sensational. We were all getting quite jumpy about it, but you're very used to this, Mark. Very stoic, just watching it pass by. Well done.
Yeah, will do, Jason. I've been a bit busy this morning, but I will do, mate.
Even the grandstand in turn one.
Brilliant.
I even see some signs, and then, of course, on the main grandstand. And, of course, we cannot wait to see what Charles has to say, but I'm very happy that the team put everything together. They put a lot of work, and they were so brave, you know, that to do that live in front of the whole Tiffosi around the world.
But even now, isn't it sensational? We can smell the noises from the garage.
You can smell the noises from the garage. Buongiorno, it's fine.
Day, doesn't it?
It is. I mean, it's a very special day, the day that Ferrari chose to do this.
Nah, Gled, no, Gled. Love to see her on TSK F1.
So you go out, you try all the gears, you make sure that the engine is going well. Now
Ferrari, by a long way. Buongiorno.
At least from the outside, it seemed to be very good. Of course, we're going to see now when.
Actually, I think she's good.
Mark, you know, I'd love to know, Carlos is going in next. What kind of changes are they going to need to make to the car to fit it for Carlos?
Normally, they have to change the seat. So every driver has its own seat. They may have to change also the pedals. So it takes a few minutes to change.
Are we actually going to see? I'm sticking with this because if we get to see Carlos in the car as well, awesome stuff, right?
Okay, it's like a filming day, you know. But you still, the first thing you check is if the car is bottoming. I could see some sparks, you know, which was very spectacular. Those cars anyway bottom a lot, you know. We remember those are the wing cars. But maybe I think Carlos, I'm sure, is listening right now to Charles' comments. And then for his run, it's going to be only 3 laps for Carlos later on. but I'm sure he may.
They're saying later on, so
based on what Charles has to say.
And the car is just so beautiful. It's sensational to see it for us this close, isn't it? And what are the main?
Please make sure you hit that like button, guys.
So intrigued and excited by. Tell us.
Well, first thing, you just look at the livery, you know, and I think the car is just so beautiful.
But it's the red. I know that sounds stupid, but the shade of red, it looks like deeper than it used to be. And I really like that about the new Ferraris. It just seems to work, and it's matte.
It's just the right height of the cars have to be higher. But,
yeah, they've got to change a few things, Craig.
Yeah, you know, I can really see that.
I don't think we're going to see Carlos in it, but we'll stick with it.
And the aerodynamics, they are kind of refined. You know, they've done an evolution on that respect.
Well, we've got some movement.
Yeah,
now,
Charles is
we're waiting for them to come and join us so eagerly.
Yeah, I cannot wait to hear his first words of what he had to say. He's disconnecting the radio. Of course, the radio is very important to have any communication with his engineer. And here we have Charles Leclerc with us. Wow, Charles.
Hi.
So, of course, you know, the word is, how did it feel, those first laps with the SF-23?
It feels good. I mean, the first kilometers with this new project, after doing so many kilometers on the simulator, it feels special. So everything went smoothly. Obviously, with 2 laps, it's difficult to go in the details, but I already gave my feedback once I was in the car there to the
I was hoping Carlos was going to walk up and just be like, you broke it.
The car was running well, smooth. So yeah, everything went really well.
And we could see even you waving and slowing down for the Tiffosi. First time we have such a big crowd and a big tribuna, you know, for the Tiffosi.
Yeah, we have, it's amazing to have a grandstand in Ferrano with all the Tiffosi here. There are also loads of Tiffosi there at the bridge. Yeah, it is very, very special to feel the support also on a day like this. I don't think it happens to any other teams, and that's why Ferrari is so special. It's also thanks to all the Tifosi around the world that are helping us and pushing us in the good moments, but especially in the bad moments too. And I really hope that this season will be an amazing one. Yeah, it felt good.
Yeah.
It looked good too, didn't it? Now, Charles, what feedback have you
Direct
got for
connection
Carlos?
in it, John. You know, straight away.
Well, the car feels good, mate. The car feels really good. Drive it. It turns right when you turn right. It brakes when you brake. Loads of power. So everything feels good. You'll enjoy it. You'll see.
Well, so I guess now it's really over after so many exciting moments today. It has been an amazing, amazing car launch. I've never experienced anything like that before. And
well, Mark, given we've had all the Tifosi here and guys they're watching from all over the world, we've got a message for them.
Thank you so much for the support. I've already said it, but you've been there since the beginning when I started in 2019. You are a big part of why Ferrari is so special. And thanks for your support in the bad moment as well as in the good moments. You are the best. And yes, days like this are so much better with you. And we can't wait to see you in Italy, but also all around the world with hopefully what will be an amazing season for the team. Thank
Carlos,
you.
also some words for you, for the Tiffosi.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I think it's been an incredible day, an enormous pleasure, you know, to be part of Ferrari, presenting this car today after all the effort and job done by the engineers, by everyone involved in this car. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and I will see you soon during the season. Keep supporting us. All of that support makes us stronger, and we will.
Can I just say?
Thank you.
Can I just say?
Brilliant. And now, guys, this is really just the start. That's just a preview of the upcoming season. You can follow along all season long on the Scuderia Ferrari app. That's where I'll be later today with some exclusive videos. And for now, it's goodbye to the guys and goodbye to you all at home.
And thank you very much, Zoran. Thank you very much to all the Tifosi.
What I was going to say, real quick, at the end of this, do you know what I really like about all of that? It felt fan-focused. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel thank you to our sponsors. It didn't feel in an age where everything about Formula One is mega corporate and mega image conscious and all of this stuff.
Ancora una volta, fatevi sentire le mani e Scuderia! Grazie per essere venuti qui. Thank you for being with us. Arrivederci. See you soon.
Brilliant. In an age where everything is super corporate, everything is about image, Ferrari have just thrown all of that out and said, let's make it fan-focused. How can we include fans? Let's get a stand full of them at our track. Let's drive the car in front of them. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, Ferrari. And I'll hold my hands up. If you were to say to me that a team was going to do this season, I would have guessed Red Bull, quite honestly, because they seem quite out there with the marketing and how they do things. This is all a very sort of passionate launch, and I love that. I love that. Whereas Red Bull have done the worst launch because so much of it was about actual marketing and about peripheral nonsense nobody cares about. Everyone has said it, even Red Bull fans. Whereas that was all about the boss, the drivers, the car, and let's see the car. What the fans want. We want that. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Honestly. Fantastic work from Ferrari there. I didn't expect that from them. So, guys, just a little bit of a reminder. Tomorrow morning, I will be live with the Mercedes launch. I think I'm live from 9 a.m. and I think they go live at about 9:15. Either way, I will be live for the Mercedes launch in the morning. And then the Alpine launch is on Thursday at 7:45 p.m. and that might be me, John, and Harry introducing that launch for you guys. So, yeah. Hopefully you can join me for that. I've got an idea for another video that's going to happen later on today as well. So thanks a lot for joining me, guys. There was the Ferrari. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. Fantastic launch. Well done, Ferrari. I will see you very, very soon. Thank you for hanging out, guys. Cheers. Bye-bye.